Caroline Dowd-Higgins, thank you so much for listening to Your Working Life today, my podcast series featuring thought leaders in the career and personal growth arena. You spend a significant portion of your life at work, so I'm on a mission to provide you with tools, inspiration, and resources so you can enjoy your career and love your life. And I'm very pleased to welcome my special guest to the show today, Luvleen Sidhu. Luvleen, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much, Caroline. Happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here too, and I want to tell the audience you are the Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer at BankMobile. And prior to this current role, you were a management consultant at Booz & Company in their financial services practice. And before attending business school at Wharton, you worked as the Director of Corporate Development at Customers Bank. And while at that company, you introduced several growth projects, including partnering with a New York City-based startup to improve the banking experience through innovative technology. And I'm really excited to learn more about BankMobile, and I know that you are involved with several social impact projects that include establishing computer centers in India to educate rural women and organizing and sponsoring medical camps in underprivileged areas in Punjab. So you have some exciting things happening in your life.
Yeah,
So
it's a great time.
it's good stuff, exactly. So, Lovely, let's dive right in. What is BankMobile?
Sure. So BankMobile is a digital bank. It was built specifically for millennials, middle income Americans, as well as tech savvy baby boomers. And what we were trying to do is utilize innovative mobile technology to really revolutionize the banking experience and to make it effortless, enjoyable, and financially empowering. And these are words, not so often used to describe banking.
Exactly,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah.
So, have you been involved in the development of the whole concept?
Yes, I definitely was a part of BankMobile right from inception. The idea for BankMobile really came from, three different things specifically. One was the financial services industry specifically is really ripe for disruption right now.
Yeah.
All of us as consumers just experiencing banking, when you think about it, you usually think of words more like frustration, headache, let's get it over with.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to create a new standard for banking and create sort of a wow experience when it came to customer service. So that was a huge motivation for really starting BankMobile.
And
Secondly,
oh, please go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
Secondly, we've seen, from a consumer standpoint, I can speak as well in terms of Americans really being feed to death when it comes to banks. I'm sure all of you listening to this podcast have gotten feed from your bank. And if you haven't, it's probably because you didn't notice.
Yeah.
And so we really felt that this is really an unethical practice being done by banks. And we really wanted to create an absolutely fee-free banking experience for our customers. And we're the only bank in the country with no fees today. And lastly, I've had a strong, as you mentioned in the beginning, a strong interest in social enterprise and really contributing and helping, society in some way. And we've been able to do that with BankMobile in terms of creating financially empowered Americans. And we do that through a multitude of ways, education through our blogs and social media, but also providing access to a free financial advisor to our customers to help them navigate, important financial decisions that they have. And also being part of the BankMobile Foundation, which we just established, which promotes financial literacy.
That's extraordinary. And, I'm so glad to hear this because it is essential. It is shocking to me how many educated Americans really have no concept about how to manage their money and be fiscally responsible. So bravo. Well done. Well done. So
There's a recent article that came out that just said that 50% or more of Americans are saving nothing or less than 5% of their income. So I agree with you. Huge
wow.
need there.
Yes. So the bank just launched in January, right? So tell me how things are cooking so far. Has it been met with great success?
Yeah, that's correct. So we launched on January 14th. And we've had, over 100,000 visitors to our site this month, which was exciting. And that's only been growing. And we're getting the word out about BankMobile. We've opened over 3,000 accounts so far. We've been featured in Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Fast Company, American Banker, CNBC, just to name a few, really to just underscore the fact that people are excited about what we're doing and really do want to be part of this banking revolution.
So I love how you're targeting millennials, and I think the millennial population is extraordinary because they are the leaders of tomorrow. Many of them are leading already, but in the year 2020, they will be 50% of the American work population. So I believe, and I'm a Gen Xer, a generation older, I believe it is the most important thing to empower our millennials with tools and resources because they are the succession plan. So is the majority of the clientele for BankMobile millennial right now?
Right now, it's surprisingly about 50%. So we've
Okay.
definitely seen, some of the Gen Xers and the tech savvy baby boomers get really excited about what we're offering as well. But I think that the value proposition of BankMobile is really universal in the sense of helping you save your money, save time, and creating ultimate convenience, and really trying to financially empower you as well. That sort of mission and value, I think, really resonates across the board. And so we've been actually seeing a lot of excitement from age groups that are really disparate.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. So let's talk about crowdsourcing, Luvleen, and how that might play a role in the development of BankMobile or continue to play a role because it has been part of the process, correct?
That is correct. So, BankMobile was really built on the principle of crowdsourcing. We heard, Americans, specifically, I think millennials, when we think back to it, how dissatisfied they were with the banking experience. And that was really the motivation to start BankMobile when we heard these voices. And we made sure to structure BankMobile in just phase one with hearing these input and these ideas in terms of products and services and features that people are looking for to create a wow experience when it comes to banking. And we're really proud of what we've implemented so far. But we have a long way to go, and we want to continue to build this bank, for the people, by the people, is what we say.
Yeah,
And
nice.
we've coined our crowdsourcing campaign BYOB, which is a fun play on the BYOB that we're all familiar with. But in our case, it's build your own bank.
Nice.
And most recently, we've had many email submissions from our customers and potential customers that are just interested in what we're doing reach out to us and tell us that they want us to be a part of Apple Watch. So
Ah,
BankMobile is
yes.
actually launching an app on the Apple Watch, which will be coming out on April 24th, which is exciting.
Yes, it
We're
is.
also are currently have a BYOB contest running, and any of the listeners can visit our Facebook page or our Twitter account at BankMobile to learn more about it. But we are asking people to submit their ideas of what they're looking for in terms of services, features, products, etc., to really make them love their banking experience and to submit their ideas. And the winner will win $5,000. They will serve as an advisor to the BankMobile product team and help their idea be implemented.
Wow.
And they'll also have an opportunity to interview with us for a summer internship this summer.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. Well done. Well, keep me posted on that. That's exciting. So, Loveline, I'd love to hear some of the features of Bank Mobile. So, entice me as a prospective client. And I know you're already thinking of launching the phase two, but bring us back to the beginning. What's cooking now and what's coming?
sure. So we have the Apple Watch coming out very soon. So our app will be on that on April 24th. So that's very exciting. We're also going to be launching our VIP program in May, and that will be for everyone that's enrolled in direct deposit of their payroll with us, of their paycheck, sorry, with us. They will get access to all ATMs around the country for free. So you
Wow.
never have to again, am I going to be charged at this ATM? That headache is gone, and you
Oh,
have
that's
access to
great.
everyone in the country. And on top of that, we're really working on continuing to broaden the product and the features available on our mobile app. For example, Today we consider BankMobile to be a tech company with a bank charter and not just simply a bank. And what that means is that we're really committed to using cutting edge technology to create more of a proactive banking experience instead of, the traditional reactive banking experience for our customers. And an example I could give you is that we're building a Can I Buy feature. And
Okay.
this would be where someone goes into a store and they use their BankMobile app to scan the barcode of an item. And they will be told at that moment where else in their proximity can they buy that item and for how much. So the purchaser can make a better, more informed decision about where they should buy that product. Then we
Wow.
also analyze the cash flows that we've seen in terms of your incoming paycheck coming in, as well as the expenses we're seeing coming out each month. And we'd provide you with a suggestion whether it's prudent for you to buy this product at this time or not, based on your cash flows. And if we give you kind of the okay, hey, it seems like this is within your budget, we also would provide pre-approved financing on the spot for that item as well. So that's an
Wow.
example of proactive banking and some of the innovations that we're working on.
And I love that you're tying in this fiscal responsibility as well, right? So the consumer can be well aware of where they might get the product for less money and can you afford it? So it's not just I want it, it is can I afford it?
Mm, exactly.
So, Loveline, I would love to know what, obviously you're not going to give me the trade secrets, but there's no brick and mortar to Bank Mobile. So is that how you're succeeding financially in your business model? There are no fees, right? So
Yeah.
how do you sustain the business?
So it's important, number one, to have a low cost model. So right now, because we do not have those branch networks that you were talking about, we have a very low cost overhead structure. And
Okay.
in order to keep our expenses low, it's important to kind of understand the economics behind it. So if someone has $100 in a checking deposit with us today, a traditional bank, it would cost $2 for them to support that account versus it would only cost us closer to 50 cents. And that kind of shows, the low cost model as a tangible example. On top
Okay.
of that, we also generate revenue every time someone uses their debit card. So every time someone swipes their debit card, an interchange fee is charged to the merchant. And the merchant is required to give this to the bank and the issuing card company as well. And so we also generate revenues that way. And lastly, through the loans that we make, we also generate interest income, which is another way that we generate revenue.
Excellent. Thank you for describing that. That's so helpful. And I do love the lack of carbon footprint, right? For not having a brick and mortar store. I mean, it makes it perfectly accessible 24/7, but it just makes our lives so much more efficient not having that store, that bank, that physical building to go to.
Exactly. And really with Bank Mobile, we're bringing the whole branch experience into the palm of your hand. So you'll
Nice.
never have to step into the bank branch again. And that's really our goal.
Awesome. So, Lovely, now I'd love to talk about your reality, your life as a professional woman in the banking industry, because I know that you are one of few, right, women who are at the executive level in the banking industry, a small but mighty group of women around the country, and I'm so thrilled that you're in this new venture with Bank Mobile. But the reality is, you're in the minority as a woman, and you have extraordinary education behind you, earning your MBA from the Wharton School, the University of Pennsylvania, and your Bachelor of Arts from Harvard College in government. So you're very well pedigreed. So tell me about being a woman in the banking industry.
Sure. So I think of it more in the way that we all face challenges both in our professional and personal lives, whether we're younger or older, whether we're male or female, and I feel like challenges never stop coming. And what I've learned is that it's important, most important, to never give up. I feel it's really easy to be weak in your most difficult, challenging moments when everything seems impossible. But it's really at those critical moments when you need to have the mental strength to kind of push yourself and believe in yourself and that you're going to find a solution and to not give up. And I truly believe that in whatever environment you're in, professionally, whatever environment you're in personally, the people who are able to do this are really the people who get to enjoy true victory, both personally and professionally. So that's kind of what I've learned. Never give up in the most difficult moments when it's easiest to do so.
Good.
Keep pushing.
Good stuff. Great wisdom. You're also an entrepreneur. I mean, let's be realistic in that BankMobile is a new entity. So I have a lot of entrepreneurs listening and certainly an active millennial audience. So what's your advice for the millennial entrepreneur?
Sure. So I think that we constantly, as entrepreneurs, are working on a multitude of different things from strategy to marketing to finance to product development. But what I've found is that it's so important to never lose focus of the big picture, that it all comes down to the customer. So everything you do on a daily basis must be thought through the lens of creating the most exceptional customer experience. Because I believe that we truly are in an age when you can never really win unless you create that ultimate in customer experience. And it's really important to keep that big picture in mind, no matter how much in the weeds we really get on a daily basis with the work that we're doing as an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Good, good, good. Okay, so Luvleen, let's hear how we can find BankMobile out in the world, the website and lots of great social media contacts. What do we do from here?
Yeah, so I'd love if we'd love to have you guys as customers. I hope you're really intrigued by the value proposition and excited about joining this banking revolution. You can visit our website at bankmobile.com. Would love for you to go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and download our app by searching for BankMobile and open an account with us. It'll take less than 5 minutes. So really looking forward to you guys downloading the app. Visit us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram accounts as well. And also join our BYOB contest that you'll find more about on our social pages, and share your ideas and help us build this bank together. Thank you.
Awesome. Luvleen, thank you so much. What a joy to have you on. You are a wealth of information. I wish you great success at BankMobile, and I thank you for sharing your time and expertise with my audience today.
Great. Thanks so much, Caroline.
Be well. And I want to thank you all for tuning into Your Working Life, where my goal is to help you design your career destiny so it doesn't happen by default. True career and life satisfaction is possible, and it's time to embrace what you love doing so you can do more of it. I'm Caroline Dowd-Higgins. Take good care.